Welcome back to Ask the Edmonds Cop. I'm your host, Teresa Whipple. Sergeant Shane Hawley. We are talking about car crashes and what people should do.
Okay.
All right. Just basically, you're in a what seems to be a relatively minor fender bender or whatever, and what happens next? What do you recommend? Do people need to call the police? What should we do?
So people often want to know, do I even need to report this to us? And depending on the level of damage, state threshold says $1,000. You can basically do it yourself. And you would come and get a accident report form from the police department. I think you can get them online through State Patrol now. And you would complete it and send it into State Patrol. And your insurance company could then get a copy of it and so forth. And you need to have an information exchange with the other driver. And that's all great. But a lot of times people don't know what $1,000 worth of damage looks like. It can actually sneak up on you pretty quick. And the other issue, and this is something that we really want people to be aware of, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, who is the other driver? Do they even have a valid driver's license?
Right.
So there are certain things that you're required to do with that information exchange. You have to give them your name. You have to show them your driver's license. You have to provide insurance information and your vehicle number.
Okay.
But the reality is we want you to call us.
Okay.
Even if it seems minor, just call us.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We will come out because we're able to verify a lot of those things.
Yeah.
You know, we will run everybody's name at the scene and make sure that everybody is a valid driver. We look for the expiration date on the insurance card, you know, and if they don't have valid insurance, when we write a no insurance ticket. The other thing is impairment. You know, maybe you were just involved in a minor collision, but turns out the person is impaired.
Yeah.
Maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's something different. A lot of prescription drug DUIs and that sort of thing these days. And those are different warning signs where we may pick up on them because we've had training to look for those things, but you wouldn't necessarily pick it up at the scene.
Yeah, and also that could help, you know, future drivers who might be out on the road with this person if they aren't caught, and if you're there to determine that might help for all of us later.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we get calls after the fact from people a couple weeks later when they realize, I was in an accident and we just exchanged information and my insurance company says this other person doesn't exist, or that's not a valid insurance company, or whatever the case may be. And now they want to report it after the fact, where if we were called to the scene, we would have been able to deal with that right off the bat. And if it is really minor and it's something that doesn't require a full-blown accident report, I mean, there's literally no damage or something along those lines, we can help facilitate the information exchange. So, but we don't want to see people get put in that spot.
Okay, good. Well, good information. I appreciate you stopping by.
You bet.
We'll be back again soon with another episode of Ask the Edmonds Cop.